Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show. Special guest today is George Lovato Jr. and the on-call outdoor chef.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
Thanks
you
for
know
having
what?
me
I
on.
learned, and I've gotten better as I do the show more and more. But so many good things going on with Chasing the Flames.
Oh man, we've had a tremendous first season. Obviously, with your help, your distribution, you're responsible for over 500,000 views yourself of the show, and we're real pleased with that. We've had a lot of bleed over in traffic. You've bled our way. We've sent a lot of traffic your way. But probably the most significant thing is we're coming into season 2, and we're coming in with a whole lot of momentum. We're on 4 fast channels, OTT channels. We're on Stash, we're on Fossum, we're on Reach, and we're on Relay. And we've got another 2 channels that will be signed up and will be distributed through them in another couple weeks. We got over 1 million views, about 1.2 million between Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, of course, and then the traffic directly to chasingtheflames.com. And we're going to come out with a little longer format in season 2. We want more of a story arc with the shows. The photography's improved dramatically. So it's really been sort of an evolution, and we're going to hit the ground running in season 2, obviously, again, with your help. As an advisor, not only a distributor. Your advice has always been great. Your predictions in sports, for me to do any sports betting, has been lousy. So,
Well, you better stick to what you know.
exactly.
Here's what's exciting to me is when we first did the show is you had like 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, and it was I was looking at YouTube almost weekly every time something came out. To see it grow to the number when you're saying millions, then that's pretty amazing in 1 year.
And yeah, 1 season, 8 shows, and there's been an arc, but I really I have to, and as you look at the credits, it says I created, wrote and produced and directed. That is such a small percentage of what it takes to put the show together, and I really credit the team, both the production team, your guys, as well as the post-production crew, Audavita, Dave Wolf, Jay Spang, obviously Phil Fulham. All those guys have just poured their heart into the project. And when you really look at the number of hours it takes to put a show out, okay, what I do is a very small percentage. And what they do is probably 90% of the push, plus all the marketing that goes behind the show, distributing the show. All of those guys, all of those professionals have just done outstanding work, and I take my hat off to them, of course, but I actually would get down on one knee and thank them because they've done such great work this past season, and they're really fired up about season 2.
Well, what you're saying, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself
Exactly.
with. And you're smart enough to understand that. And it's similar to ProView Networks, who doing 700 events a year. It's almost
It's a mountain.
Well, if you really break it down, it's like two events a day.
Yeah.
Every day, and it's always fun. We just did a boxing match last Friday night, and I couldn't make it. And
Too much to do. Too many places to be.
We were actually that week. We were at the Highlands. We were at Las
Right.
Vegas, and we were also at Academy tournament was going on.
Oh, wow.
And then Rio Rancho tournament was going on, and we.
What do you do when you've got all that going? I mean, you've got limited crew. I mean, but you got to cover it all.
Well, we've got 3 really great full-time people, and then we've got probably 25 part-time people that
They're the muscle out in the field.
Right. Well, we're supposed to be talking about Chasing the Flames. We're going to change the interview. And I got this little guy here.
That's Ratatouille. My wife and I were just at a dog show in Florida, one of our new puppies we brought in from Norway. And, of course, every time we go to this show, we're invited every year. we go to Disney World. You can't be 68 years old and not go to Disney World when it's only 4 miles away. So we did the Ratatouille ride last year, and we kept seeing people walking around the park with this guy on their shoulder. And you know the story of Ratatouille. He's a rat, but he's learning how to cook, and he's in a kitchen. This little guy's making ratatouille. So I said, I'm going to buy a bunch of these, and they'll become an occasion where I can share 1 or 2 or 3. So I bought a whole bunch of them. So that one's yours from now on. So whenever you have any questions about cooking, just ask him. Well, he probably knows.
As soon as I go home, it'll be gone. I just want you to know that.
We got more. We got more.
My better half is going to see this, and it'll be a prize deal. You made her Christmas very well. My goodness, I went shopping on a Christmas present.
I went all the way to Florida to go get it. So yeah, exactly. And we've got some. As you know, Chasing the Flames is a business model. It's not just a show. It's not only a show, it's also about the products. It's about what we're doing and having a positive economic impact in the city of Albuquerque with the people that the show is employing, the people we're keeping busy at one of our sponsors, Raytech, that fabricate our large appliances. And the launch of our web store concomitant with the launch of season 2, which comes the last weekend in January. So we're really telling a story here about a business model, and it's fun. Hey, I'm having a ball in these shoots, and everybody is eating all the food that we make, because as you know, we shoot 2 shows in a day, so that's a whole bunch of meat that we've probably cooked on live fire. But the point is that it's a business model at the end of the day, and the show is designed to inform the public about how to cook outdoors, not what to cook outdoors. And I think that's an important distinction between us and some of the other shows. We want to make it entertaining. We try to make it entertaining. We really strive at adding a little humor in, adding a storyline to it, so that you're not just watching somebody do a recipe. You're learning a technique along with a recipe. But the technique is the most important thing, because you could have the greatest recipe in the world, but if you don't know how to cook it, what happened? You ruined the meal.
I tell you what, we got to take a little break. We're going to go to the Everguard Roofing top 10 plays of the week.
Right on. Let's do it.
As the ball is immediately turned over by Aliana Franklin and laid in by Daniel and Bob.
Nice pass inside to Cooley, 2. Lays it up and scores. Beautiful touch pass to Cooley, 2.
Once again, Covarrubian, Corona. 3, count it! Hits iron, gets it back. Lovato inside to Dyer. Dyer from behind the back. Moreno. Here's a shot by Maya, and she's so good about coming up after her shots to play the ball. Except for that time, she knew it was going in. Ashlyn Maya with a...
2 with 20. And another deep 3.
You asked me to
Push
draw it
up
up,
the
I
3
drew it up
sign.
just fine. Now you got, wow.
Straight line! Oh, the hammer! Rebound, Sanchez on the putback's no good. Sanchez again lays it up and in.
Big basket by Sanchez. Butler, maybe that's what he does.
Slam dunk coming up, 2 hands for Butler.
Yetta on the catch, ball fake.
That's Eads for the lead. Yes! Kyle Eads, back-to-back triples. And
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. We got George Lovato Jr. here, on-call outdoor chef.
Got it. OC.
And I got even a little emotion with this thing. Now I got goosebumps about doing this thing. So
You got it right.
well,
You got it right.
And you know,
It's a mouthful.
chasing the flames, and I think really it doesn't happen unless you have sponsors, and you want to speak on the sponsors and things that you've done with. Getting out there.
Of course, ProView is not only a partner in the production, but also you're a sponsor, and we've got Morley Fletcher, Santa Fe Kia. We've got the guys at Raytech.
Hey, I got his Kia thing on the back of my truck now. You haven't seen that. I drove up there. I drove. He thought I wasn't serious. I said, "Are you going to give me that magnet or not?" And so. We got the Kia on the back.
And you got to I got a car from him. I went and bought a car, and he treats you different. He treats you right. So I know you need one. So he'll probably give you credit for all that free advertising you gave him.
But he'll set him up. That's good.
All working for you. All working for you.
Tell him we're advertising free cars for him. He'll love that.
You're gonna owe me something. It's probably the down payment.
Right. And I got 3 employees, and I'll take them too. You might as well be a team.
Let's do a fleet deal.
Right.
Let's do a fleet deal. And of course, our newest edition is Stroll Magazine. Stroll Magazine is a highly targeted demographic. It reaches a couple of very influential neighborhoods in Albuquerque. It's been a business model that's been around for 20 years. And they've been very gracious. This is not a pay-to-play publication. It's a real publication. And it's a quality publication because it promotes neighborhoods, which I really like. But we're reaching these demographics, these 2 demographics, one at Tanawin and one at North Albuquerque Acres, which are, as we know, those are influential neighborhoods. They're filled with influential people. Those are decision makers, okay? So those are people that have the ability to build an outdoor kitchen and want to cook outdoors, maybe. So we fit in that demographic very well.
Can I stop you there for a second? Why don't we just bring her on, okay?
Yeah.
Just bring her on. Walk
She's
on.
right here.
She's dressed for success here.
You look great. You look great. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Where's my mouse?
Okay.
I don't have a mouse.
Okay. You get mine.
Why don't you stand right in here? And then we'll get a good. Just sit right in here.
We'll give you the mouse. So there you go. It's sort of a rite of passage now. Whenever any of my sous chefs do a great job, they get a ratatouille. So there he is. There he goes. There he goes.
Just sit down right here.
Right here. There you go. There you go. You got him. You got him. He's perfect right there.
Oh, we nudge too.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
See? Okay.
All right. Now we got you mic'd up as well. But let me tell you a little bit about Melissa. Melissa was a stay-at-home mom. I've met her entire family. Great, beautiful kids. There's one in particular I might steal from you, though, because he's my future sous chef. I know it. And she started in this business a few years back. She started with Tanawin Stroll and did a great job at building that up. And now she's taken over North Albuquerque Acres Stroll. And we're going to throw the first cocktail social, which we'll do it at Tanawin, too, for you one of these days. And this is just to bring the neighborhood together and then bring some of her key advertisers as well as introduce you to some new ones,
Yes.
which is important. So
You're looking for a good treat. I mean, I've only gone a couple times. I've only missed one or two. I mean,
you missed one.
Missed one.
You missed the one that Melissa was at.
And it was prime rib.
But I got to tell you how I met him. So he emails me, and I get a lot of emails. I get emails from people that are just like, "Oh, I do luxury massage in my home," and I'm like, "It's Albuquerque. That's kind of scary." And so when I get an email from him saying, "This is what I do," I'm like, "Oh," and I was like, "I've got a full schedule already today." I was like, "Well, I'll come by for an hour." My kids got soccer afterwards and all that, and I go in, my daughter and I walk in, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is like a real deal production. Like, this is insane." So I went to one appointment. I canceled my whole day. Then my 9-year-old Sawyer, he wants to be a chef. He had soccer practice. He never misses it. And I said, "Look, I've got this opportunity for you." And he's like, "I'm canceling soccer." So I did. I brought everybody over. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It is amazing, and I tell you, the food is the best. But he left me out on prime rib. I mean, that's my favorite, and I'm like, okay. And guess what he also said?
What?
It's all gone.
That was funny, that show. Of course, your kids were there, and I'm always really glad to have eaters, you know. And her daughter is a collegiate soccer player, and she brought her boyfriend, and he went back 3 times and made me so happy because that's just that much less I have to store in the refrigerator. But everybody enjoyed it, had a good time. But I'm stealing her son. He is just the cutest little guy on the planet. It's just a joy. And you say he's special.
So while you're on here, just introduce yourself to everybody, and then tell
them about the magazine.
So I am.
Give us a Reader's Digest, yes.
I should show you one too. My name's Melissa Fry, stay-at-home mom for 20 years. And so my husband and I actually have been together for almost 23 years. So we have Parker, our daughter. Could not have babies after her, tons of miscarriages, and then I got pregnant at 39, so I have a 9-year-old, the one that's going to go over here. I got one for you, too, if you'd like. And then more miscarriages.
So you share, is that
I share. I'm really good at sharing. No child support, just I share well. And then I got pregnant and had a baby at 44.
Well, looky here, they pulled it up, so right there.
Yeah, right on.
That's not my real one. Here, I'm going to show. He's got to show one of my.
Oh well, he's working back there.
He's scrambling. He's scrambling.
And I lost my rat.
Oh, poor guy.
Anyway, so I was like, all right, I've got to find a job. A couple years ago, we got a college kid. I've got a 20-year-old. I've got a 9-year-old. I got a 40-year-old. I'm 49. I've got to get a big girl job, and it was hard. I could not find anything. I tried and tried. I got rejected from Nordstrom Rack call center. Told me I was not qualified for an interview, no joke. But I learned you have to have keywords on your resume to pass it through.
That's why they have AI now. So
well, I didn't even know what AI was.
Why didn't AI come around then? Yeah,
I felt like a dinosaur. And so then 2 days later, I get an email from this company called N2. They're like, "We think you." Oh, look, there he goes.
There it is.
But now you got to find my Tanawan one. No pressure.
That's great. That's great.
And then, and so they're like, "We think you'd be great at this." And I thought it was a scam, but I was like, I've got nothing to lose, and it's a franchise. And oh, look, he did it.
Look at that. All right.
Look.
Great publication.
Wow.
Real quality
I'm impressed.
Aaron stepped up, man. I mean,
wow, that was impressive. And so you've got 4 months to build this publication, and so I did it. And my first publication hit mailboxes in Tanawan. It's a community-based publication, so the residents are the true writers of the publication. We share stories of their kids, their pets, whatever's important to them goes in it. And then I look for businesses that want to market to these specific neighborhoods.
Well, and the other thing, which I think is important, it's sort of the core of what makes you you, is that you go out and make people contact. You don't make salesperson contact. No. You're just like Steve is himself on the show. You really do present yourself as yourself, and that's why your advertisers come along, and future advertisers. it's a directed market. You're aimed right at decision makers. So keep that in mind going forward. Yeah. And I think that's an important key point, that you reach people that can make decisions, buy services and products.
100%.
And it's a marvelous, marvelous model.
Well, and I think the thing that I love the most about it is its community. And so not only is it the publication sharing stories and all that, but we do events. We do different, like we're going to be doing our cocktail event and bringing the businesses, having the opportunity to actually meet the homeowners, which is rare.
Yeah, meet your other neighbors. We're always waving to one another when we see each other on the street, you know, and you kind of get used to seeing the same faces at the same times. But I don't know which house they live in. Some of them I do, but not all of them. But it's a way to bring the neighborhood together, and I think that's super. You want to hear what the menu's going to be for your event?
I do know there's margaritas.
Yes,
that's
mango
the only part
margaritas
I took away from the
and spicy whiskey sours. And then we're going to open with calabacitas on a stick, which is real unique. We're going to have filet and ribeye bites. Okay. One is going to be more Korean barbecue. One's going to be more Southwest. And then we're going to do yakitori chicken. And we're going to do this wonderful honey chipotle glazed pork. And then, of course, my former classmate and my sous chef and great buddy, Abel Lovato, who I went to culinary school with, he's probably one of the best bakers I've ever had on the planet, I ever experienced. I mean, the kid's a prodigy and a cool guy, great family, love the family. He's going to surprise us with a handheld dessert so that you can keep your cocktail in one hand, grab the dessert off the other, and still not be interrupted.
Are you invited to that one?
He's not going to miss this one.
No, I'm always invited. So.
Are you going to come?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can count. Steve's a good eater, and that's why I love, because I'll say, hey, Steve, you got any more room? We got more food. He'll get back in line. So.
No, no, I'm better than that before it even starts, because I like my food hot, so I'm already in the kitchen. When he comes on the deal, I'm already. Yeah.
It's a good time. It's always a good time.
Yes.
So we're gonna wow your guests, and like I said, your significant advertisers, and then I thought maybe the president of the North Albuquerque Acres HOA. That'd be pretty cool.
That would.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Promote us even more.
Well, I tell you what, you're on. You're on with us the rest of the day. So just.
I'm done.
No, you're not. You're.
I'm done.
You're.
Oh my goodness, my neck is gonna get pulled going like this.
So, what questions did you ask? Because you didn't know anything about him. So, I know that he's got a dynamic personality, and
sure.
But what attracted him, and why did you write a story on him?
Because he forced me to.
Yeah.
At gunpoint.
Okay.
At gunpoint. I know.
No. Okay. So
it was
like
a
going.
paint gun.
No, it was more because like after going to your house and seeing like all of what you were doing. I mean, it was. My daughter was like, this is amazing. I mean, you just don't see the gadgets and all of the things that you do, and the kid cooking, or I don't know if that's the right words. The
prepping?
Baking, no, the baking.
Oh, yeah.
The red velvet cupcakes and the...
That you miss that.
And a peanut butter pie.
Well, it's torture.
Yeah, and it was, with the lights and the cameras and the movement and the motion and all that stuff for a young person to experience that and see what goes into producing a show.
Yeah, and but I think though too, really where it was is that like it's such just it's a hidden gem, and I think that being able to share that. One of the things about North Albuquerque Acres, so Tanawon and North Albuquerque Acres are two polar opposite communities, where you have Tanawon is very close knit, a little bit like you said, North Albuquerque Acres. You don't necessarily know your neighbors, like your people around you, just because it's a lot more spread out, and so I think being able to show this hidden gem in that neighborhood of look what you have next to you as your neighbor, look what he's doing and look what he's created, and creating that community within.
I thank you for that.
And really, and that's where being able to share that, and just, I mean, I talk about you all the time. I do.
Well, and once you have the whole dossier on me, you'll have a lot of dirt. So
that's why I'm writing a book at the end of this chapter. I'm like, I got good stuff. No, but that's really where it came from. It's just so unique. I mean, then I'm hearing his camera guys talking about having to do. I think you guys filmed in 100 and some odd heat
Yeah.
over the summer
Yeah.
and like having
It was hot. It was hot.
and like camera equipment having to keep cooling it off, and it's
We
just
had
like
umbrellas. We
So
had
instead of
cold
chasing the
packs.
flames, we were in the flames.
we were in trying to get out of the flames.
Yeah,
No.
that's for sure. We did a show where it was a thank you to the entire crew, and so I did brunch, and here I am over a 36-inch griddle. Okay, all 3 burners, 75,000 BTU per burner, 225,000 BTUs, and 101 degrees, and I'm cooking eggs and bacon.
Oh my God.
And I had to stay dry. Okay, so there were several cuts where they're coming over with cold towels and wiping me down because I'm just drenched. I mean, it's just, and I wear black on top of that. So I know it's a bad fashion choice for that day, I can tell
So
you.
one of my suggestions was, don't try to do 3 shows in 100 degrees. Let's cut it down to 2 shows.
Cut it down to
and
2.
shows.
Or one.
Or one. yeah.
One. Well, then I hear he's like, when we're waiting for a winter day and a wind day and a cold day, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Like,
our
it's-
inclement weather show is going to be our last show. And this is something real unique. Huh?
Is that okay I said that?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So go.
And our last show, which we only got 2 more episodes to shoot for episode 2, and one of them is for you. The last show is going to be an inclement weather show where we're going to use a pressure cooker on live fire and teach you how to cook outdoors with a pressure cooker, because sometimes you got all these dishes you got to put together,
Right.
and one is slower than the other. Well, then that's where you slap in the pressure cooker, is speed things up and make sure your timing comes right. And so we want to do it on a bad day, just to show you can do it.
Well, and he has heaters outside, so it'll. And then if you really want to sneak away, you can just go inside and wait till they all.
No.
Steve's trick.
I gotta.
So he just waits in the kitchen.
Yeah, and he eats constantly because we're always cutting and making and doing and prepping stuff. And so Steve's over there grabbing a little of this and a little of that, and that's why his blood sugar's so even, because he eats all the time.
I'm very stable. So
So you've got your skill down.
I haven't. I do it, and you know what? Everybody knows what I'm doing. I don't have to hide or I feel bad or self-conscious or anything.
I have a question.
So you can be yourself, is what I'm trying to
That's
say.
it. That's
I will
it.
be myself. Have you had a buffalo walk up in the background while you guys have been
yes.
filming?
Oh, we had it happen the show before
really?
you came. Yeah, and our buddy Jeff Symbieta was there, and somebody or Paul from Turbo said, "Hey, those are buffalo." And we said, "Yeah." He says, "You mean that's the Indian reservation right there?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "How often are they here?" I said, "Weekly." I said, "Pretty much weekly. The dogs just stare at them. They just can't, they're too big to be a dog." They don't smell like a dog, but they just stare at them. They don't bark at them, but they're very calm when they walk by, and you get to see the babies, and you get to see all the mamas, and occasionally they'll let the bachelors out by themselves. So those are the young guys that are active and kicking and running and playing all the time, So it's really kind of a natural, scenic nature show at certain points of time when we're shooting.
Well,
So-
George, we're coming to an end.
All right.
I got to thank you
Thank you.
for coming on and
This was fun. Totally surprised you, didn't we?
Seriously.
well, when's the season start? Real quick.
Last week in January will be our Thursday at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air.
And let's have another great year.
Let's do another one.
Thank you.
Thanks,
for coming.
buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry.